You're listening to the best local sports show. Boots, Bats and Balls on Six Towns Radio.
Hello, I'm Ross Hancock. You're listening to Six Towns Radio, where tonight we're in Audley to catch up with long throw master himself, Rory Delap. Rory will be helping make smoothies with the Scout group here in Audley as the club embarks on another fantastic community scheme. All the cooking equipment here has been kindly funded by the Stoke City Community Trust, and the Scouts will be showing off as they make mixed fruit smoothies to the midfielder, who I'll be speaking to tonight. Firstly, Rory, you're here tonight to support the Scouts groups, cooking with equipment that Stoke City have provided. Just how important are events like these to the community?
Yeah, very. It gives the kids something to do. It keeps them off the street. They get a bit of a bad name. When they get up to a bit of mischief, but 90% of that's probably down to boredom and nothing. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, and places like this, and the football teams, and whether it's sport or the Cub Scouts, whatever. If there's a focus and something for the kids to do, it'll keep them out of trouble and hopefully keep them on the straight and narrow. On the subject of cooking, last year Marco Pierre White, how does he compare to Tony Pulis? Was he sturdier or? Pretty similar. They're both pretty scary characters, to be honest, but you don't want to cross them, and if you stay on the right side of them, you'll be alright.
Despite enjoying many seasons in top flight in red and white, you've also won a lot of lycra for the Donna Louise Trust. Just how important is the charity to you? Very.
Since I joined the club, I'd only been here a month or two, and we had the first Christmas visit down there, and it certainly hits home. And I said time and time again, especially the lads with children, quite a lot of the lads get quite upset going down there, but it hits home, and it's not just me, it's a lot of the lads at the club. Obviously the gaffer does a lot, the club itself does a lot for them, but they need more. But again, people sometimes think they're doing okay, and it comes out that they've managed to raise their enough, but year on year they've got to raise over £2 million, and that they are starting to struggle again, so we do need more support.
Unfortunately, when you first joined Stoke, you broke your leg in your second game. Looking back now, did you ever think you'd be here today?
Not really, no. If I'm honest, there was a few months there where I wasn't sure what was going to happen, to be honest. And speaking to the surgeon and things, he put my mind at ease, but you're never 100% sure. And the last sort of 6 years couldn't have gone any better for me, really.
And your long throw is obviously a pretty popular aspect of your game. I've counted about 40 or so assists over the years. Just how did you find out about it? How surreal is it, the impact of the long throw?
Funny, really, it only came to light really since I've been at Stoke, and I've used it on and off. Other clubs have been at, but obviously it helps when everyone's over 6 foot in the team. But it's just one of them things, and it worked for us a little bit in the Championship year. And then it was just, to be honest, it was just that first season in the Premier League when the start of the season we got quite a number of goals from it, and teams were struggling, and we got quite a bit of media highlight from it, and it's done me no harm.